Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Congratulations, you've survived another day, and the Divine Creator has not blown us all to hell. So, first of all, I just want to say that I apologize for my outburst this morning on the community page. I don't like the way this is. Okay. Before I sat down, I thought to myself, I've always treated this channel, and I don't know if you know this or not, but this is like talking to yourself. So I always told myself that I would sit down here and talk to you the same way I would talk to the Lord or God, Divine Creator, Source, however you want to identify with that. I am not religious. I do not have a religion. My entire life, I've gone to different places of faith, and I couldn't choose one. You know why? Because I thought, well, if I choose this one, then what about all the other ones? They'll be feeling left out. It was kind of something like that. And I'm serious. The actual last place of faith that I visited was the mosque, and I was studying Islam. Okay? But I'm not religious. I do not have a religion. But I do. See, this is the thing. Sorry. It's about, because in Islam they call it the Most High. And that is the Divine Creator that created all of us. And I was created this way for a reason. Because I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, and I'm not trying to sound like a psychotic killer or anything. It's not about that. This is not easy for me. I had to deal with this mentally and emotionally most of my life because I said I wasn't so good in my past life. I killed a lot of people. As Salem, my fucking pizza, man. I am sorry. Oh, I'm still a little, okay? I'm still a little. And because of the CPTSD, yeah, there's probably mood disorder, you know? And it's really not fucking easy. Where was I? See, I really wanted to eat, but that was going to happen, and I knew that. So hang on, I'm going to put the pizza, because I got... I'm sorry I made the mouth noise. I know exactly what you mean now. And I cleaned the camera lens. You're right about the mood disorder. It sucks. I'll tell ya, I couldn't take it anymore. I went, oh my gosh, I did it again. I am so sorry. There's a guy that told me to stop making that noise with my mouth, and I understand because that shit annoys me too. Like, I love ASMR, but I cannot stand I think it's spit painting. That's the worst. The spit painting is the absolute worst. I can't stand it. I need to eat. I am so hungry. I tell you, I was going through it where it didn't matter what I put in my stomach. It was like it was just burning away instantly. Like, even like meat, potatoes, vegetables, it didn't fucking matter. I'm gonna try not to curse. Oh, I was praying so hard before I started. Thank you, God, for this food I'm about to receive. I'm so grateful. I would never wish this CPTSD on anybody. I mean, there are some experiences that we need to experience that we know what it's like. But seriously, oh man, it wasn't just for my parents, P.S. I went through another 14 years of constant abuse from that twin flame guy. I don't consider him that anymore. Trust me on that. I identify that same person, and no, he was not my first love. I was engaged in California, and I lived there for 3 years, okay? And then that girl I saved, Jen, stole my engagement ring, like I said, and sold it. No one's sound. Nice. Oh, well. I hope she gave it to her mom, to be honest with you. At least it had some use. Okay. This is how we show each other we are one, you know? I didn't... Oh! I know I shouldn't obsess over it, but like I said... maybe you could just mute it and just listen to the captions. Because there's going to be captions. Oh, yeah. So remember what I was saying about we didn't get blown up today? If I had... you know what, you guys? I don't know about you, but I think the divine is mad. I think God is angry, you know, with us. Sometimes I feel like that. And this morning, if I had my powers, the calling would have been on. Yep. I was so on fire. And I need you to understand. Even if it is totally fictional and made up in my head and I'm a batshit crazy lady, okay? It comes from the actual desire for things to truly get better and so that nobody ever has to suffer like I have. That's a symptom of the CPTSD. I am very self-aware. Almost too much. Yeah. But it's okay because I hate to say it this way because I don't want to be famous. But they told me, in like the spirit realm, they told me that I'm going to be known for, or that's what they corrected me, thank you, known for my authenticity, my bravery, and my heart, being me. They told me that when I started this, but I felt really uncomfortable still. Even just doing this, but like I've gotten crazier, so it's gotten easier. This is a traditionally oven-baked margarita pizza, and it's fantastic. And I think deep down that everybody wants this place to be better, or they remember a time when they did, if they even lost hope. And for that version of you, do it for them. Keep trying, keep believing. Trust me, I've had it so bad, and I'm not trying to like play the violin. Isn't that what they call it? Na, 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 feel bad for me. No. They told me to be myself. They told me to express myself and use my heart and mind as my superpower in union as one. Sometimes, okay? Hear me out. So I didn't smoke weed since the 22nd. It's been like a week. Hang on, let me just check the little calendar thing here to make sure. Can I do that? Yeah. Yeah. So since the 22nd, and today is the 30th, okay? And CPTSD, even PTSD, it's just the complex part is that it's long-standing trauma. What's that? Event after event after event, like your parents beating the shit out of you every day, or the twin flame telling me that he has these feelings for me and we're going to see each other this day or that day, and then just keep, standing me up or whatever. It gets, it's truly vile what he did. I actually had a severe panic attack. Severe. Like, I was screaming. I did not know I had this CPTSD until I met this guy, and he started abusing me the same way, so it came out of me. Because I loved him. I loved my parents too at one time. These people just beat it right out of me, and like, how do I say that? Because I never want to see my parents ever in the afterlife, ever. What I'm really worried about is when they die, if they come to haunt me, I'm serious. But I know that I am spiritually protected, and God, the divine creator, will protect me from that, because, like, I guess I could check again. I always try to see if they're still alive, sometimes every few years. That's how I knew that my grandmother had passed away, and my grandfather's probably gone too. Hmm. I saw my grandmother in a very real feeling dream. And it's funny because I did have this in my subconscious because I always wanted my family home back. I did. I know that's so crazy, but it is the most beautiful place, you guys. I think can I blur the number? Because I can still use my house. I'll scratch out because I took a picture of it from Google Street View. My house growing up is so cute and it's so nice. I have a beautiful backyard, clothesline. I don't care about all that as long as those people aren't there. I was going to swear, but what's the point? I don't want people to think I'm evil or negative or like, well, I mean they are going to think what they're going to think, right? I can't do anything about that, but it's a shame. Um, I'm losing track of my thoughts. Oh, oh my God, I'm going all over the place. One thing at a time, it's okay. Hmm. Oh, hmm. Well, what was I saying? And it's not okay. So I had to go and get weed. I couldn't take it anymore. Let's just go there. Maybe I'll loop around back to it like I usually do. So I couldn't take it anymore. Like, I get paid tomorrow with my disability check because like that's all I have to survive on right now because I couldn't keep working. And one of the reasons why, I'm sorry, I just make noises with my mouth. I'm really trying hard not to, but it's distracting me from my thoughts. So forgive me. Um, Damn ADHD, you need to relax. But that is also it came on in adulthood. I didn't always have this. And it's not just from smoking weed, seriously. Like when I made that loneliness video, and I said to you guys that I'm like this close to insanity, I'm not joking. Like I've given everything to this. So many, and I'm not trying to like boop boop go me, because lots of us have put in a hard work, okay? And I always try to show that back. When people give me nice positive energy, I always try to return that. But it's 2:22 p.m. That's nice. I couldn't go without it anymore. Marijuana is one of the #1 treatments for CPTSD. And it does wonders for me. It really does. And I feel bad, like kind of, I guess it's ashamed, because when I go out and my nervous system's all messed up like it was, and I mean, this just happens. Like, it's just, I was in this for so long, and then that guy abused me for so long. That's how I got the eating disorder. It just kept getting worse and worse. See what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be like, oh, poor me, but it's just, it's very rough. And I genuinely, there is clearly two sides of me, but even when I'm at my worst, I'm not doing it out of hate. Like, even if I called everybody this morning, and then we were here in the afternoon, like, so, how do you feel now it's over? I wouldn't have done it with hate. That it's necessity. If you read what the calling says, you'll understand. So I kind of get why they're doing it. And so I need those people to know that are in that energy. I would advise you caution. But it's most likely necessary. Mm-hmm. Unfortunate, cruel, unfair, but necessary. But I mean, what if just one day we don't have any more time left? Like, I don't know if I said it this way, but because, like, I didn't make up what I said in the beginning, like, right off the bat. I did that in the kitchen, and then I burst out laughing. I was like, I have to show them that. But when I said it, I was like, congratulations, you get to be a bunch of assholes for another day. I'm sorry, please. Yeah. Congratulations, you get to be a bunch of assholes for another day. Look at this giant thing of juice. I'm not doing this on purpose, okay? I just got long fingers, and that's just how I am. Not doing no stupid hand symbols. I hate the Freemasons. Well, hate is a strong word. Greatly dislike, because I don't like being in that energy, but pfft. You remember how I told you about that stinky fart thing? Like, ugh. That's how they make me feel. Disgust. Isn't that disgust? Yeah, disgust. Go away. You stink. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. But, on a positive note, I do realize all these things, like, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that God, the Most High, Divine Source Creator, did not whoop my ass. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Guys, I was not supposed to, it's gotta be. Okay, it's gotta be that was wrong. So I need to get right with all this. But we can do it together. I think it's beneficial. I really do. I don't think it was the algorithm. I'm serious. It was the divine consciousness, because it knows I'm ready. That's why it keeps presenting each one of us, you know? I don't mean to, like, make it seem like I'm sitting here like I am somebody. And I'm grateful for every one of you, but I think the last time I checked, I had 7,035 subscribers. Whatever. I said it wrong. Subscribers, and I'm grateful for every single one of you. That is a huge effort of showing somebody support, even if you think I'm batshit nuts, you know? One comment was like, what bizarre content. I'm following. Well, thank you. Good. I really hope you benefit from it in some way, because if you're out there fucking around in life, you better smarten your ass up. Because one day, there may not be another day. And I'm going to tell you, I had somewhat of a vision, because I remember it from last time. It was like the sky opens up, like someone just takes a knife, goes whoosh, but it's actually a dimensional rift. And it opens up, and all these things come out of it, man. That's when shit went down. I don't really remember what quite progressed until everything was going berserk and we were all killing each other. Like, I mean, I was a giant glowing dragon, but still. I know. But you know what? For the people that are going to think I'm actually insane, that's just truly unfortunate for them. I didn't finish. It is the hardest thing to talk about what that guy did to me. So I was living in not my apartment before where you first met me, but in my original apartment that I got that was kind of in the ghetto here where I live. Oh, my knees. Oh, too low. I actually have a little delicious potato salad. Maybe I should get it. No, let's just keep going. So, remember I told you that I was having a huge panic attack. So that twin flame guy finally took me out on a date. Because, like, he just met me, seduced me, and slept with me the first time, you know. Even though I was taken away with him and felt all these feelings, thought it was destiny, thought it was true love, thought it was passionate, thought it was romantic. It wasn't. And then, and I'm not just saying this shit, okay? It took me a really long time to come to terms with it. So then he finally took me on a date. He brought his friend Powers with him. And, like, who the fuck's gonna know who that is, okay? Anyway, so, yeah, he brought him, and he didn't even have the courage to go on an actual date with me, just him and I, so we could actually talk, you know. Oh, it just made me feel so worthless. And I know that I'm not. You don't need to reassure me, but I really appreciate you do. I do not have low self-esteem. I unconditionally love the shit out of myself. And if I didn't, I wouldn't be here. And I mean, like, I wouldn't be here at all. Okay? I've had it really fucking bad. I don't feel like that. I don't want to, because then I'll give up everything. Everything will have been in vain, and I'll just go back to the lower dimensions. I'll have to work my ass all the way back up, have to do this shit again. No, thank you. Oh, my poor body. Pray for me, please. I've lost so much weight. Let's have another slice of pizza then. I'm sure somebody thought that. Me too. We are one. Because Source made us, but we all have that divine spark in us. That's what connects us, and that's what connects us to our divine creator. I don't want to pick up my book. I've got dirty hands. I'll eat the pizza. Oh shit, didn't I digress again away from the twin flame thing? I'm not fucking kidding about that. That is the hardest thing I've ever been through, even harder than the stuff with my parents, because as they're beating the shit out of me and I'm sitting in the basement crying my eyes out, I would dream about the family that I was going to have with my true love. Oh man, and he knew that I was in love with him like that. I told him multiple times. It was the most evil, sadistic, narcissistic, selfish behavior I have ever witnessed. But I'll tell you this. Hold on. God had to kick my ass for a reason. Okay, I am not angry at the Most High. I am grateful because He's turned me into the absolute champion that I am today. And that is not arrogance. If I don't do it enough, you'll say I've got low self-esteem and I'm not taking care of myself and blah, 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 blah. If I do it too much, should I spit something? Whatever. Then you'll say that I'm arrogant, full of myself, and some kind of bitch. So I can't win. And I don't care. God bless you. You need Jesus. If you do, you've already got him. Good for you. Oh my god. That rhymed. And I didn't even mean to. Oh, I have to tell you this. So when I got home with my pizza, there was an older gentleman sitting on the back of his vehicle. And it's one of those that's kind of like a Jeep truck. You know what I mean? It's got the big ass tire in the back, but it's kind of bigger than a Jeep. I don't know. These are fancy and new, okay? This man has money. So he goes, oh, because he see my pizza, he's like, oh, can I have some? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I said, I'm starving, or I would share it with you. And he goes, aw, she's totally joking with me. He's like, aw, but I'm hungry too. And I went, well, I said, you've got that fancy-ass car there. Why don't you eat that tire? And didn't we both burst out laughing? He's slapping his leg, and I winked at him, right, to, like, let him know that I was not being disrespectful. Like, I'm joking with him. And, oh, my gosh, I was standing on the front steps laughing with this man, like, buckled over, like, laughing like I just did. And then this other gentleman came up, and I said, sir, did you hear what I just said? He's like, no. I said, the reason we're laughing, and I told him what I just told you. Well, didn't he start laughing? I told the man to eat the tire, but I totally meant it in a funny way. There was a fella that made this really bizarre, I thought he was pissed off. I'm like, what are you're mad that I made a joke about Michael Bolton? Because this guy, because the guy's name's Michael Bolton. That's right, I gotta watch Office Space again. That was one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life. So if you have not watched that, you should. It'll put you in a good mood. It is hilarious. So, oh yeah. So he goes something about the name being, why should I change my name when he sucks or whatever? Is that what he said? I'm pretty sure. I remember you. So I was like, what? I thought he was kind of being a jerk. Like, what? What the hell? I'm like, are you okay? And I meant it. Are you alright? Like, what are you getting so mad for? Are you okay? And he laughed and he explained it to me because it flew right out. I didn't think about it. I had no idea he was talking about that. I took him seriously. And he explained, and then so I was like, oh, and at the end, and I was like, and give me back my fucking stapler, or I'll burn the building down. You gotta watch that movie. That's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. You want to know what I think? Want to know what I think about this job? That is what I think about this job. This, or you can take this job. Oh my God, you have to see it. Everybody has felt that way. I swear. Because these stupid pins. These stupid freaking pins that he wanted her to wear. Oh, God, Lord, heaven, help us. Oh, this world, fuck. I'm sorry. I am high as hell. And I feel fantastic. I do. Oh my God, this pizza is good, Lord. Hallelujah. I'm not religious, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I gotta finish the pizza then. Okay. I don't mean to point at you. I have to remember. No, I forgot. Are you kidding me? Okay. Oh, about the union of the heart and the mind okay, I can at least open to it so that I stop fucking forgetting. How about that? Because I don't want to get pizza all over my book. You cannot pass through the gate without the union of the heart and mind alone. Hold on. Where are you? I know it's in here. This was one of the coolest, best books I've ever read in my entire life. The Initiates of the Flame by Manly P. Hall. It was so cool. I was enthralled. I couldn't put it down. I finished it in the afternoon. And at the end, I freaking bawled my eyes out. I was so happy. I felt like I won the lottery. I felt like I had just achieved everything I was ever trying to for my entire life. Oh, I found it. I'll just read it to you. Okay, so you see this? I've showed you this before in my other videos. I'll give you a look at it first. This is the serpent, okay? I'm going to read that afterwards, but This is what we're doing here. It's page 25. Okay? Oh, my knees. Hold on. Ugh. Yeah, somebody was like, I don't know how you could sit like that. I can't sit with like with my knees like under my bum like that, but I can sit cross-legged for quite some time. That's fine. But yeah, you're right. It does get painful. I'm getting, I'm not getting younger. We're all aging. So I try to take care of myself though. Okay, so here we go. The pillars of the temple. Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry. These pillars symbolize the heart and mind. This is what I've been talking to you about the whole time. The positive and the negative poles of life. Those who would enter the temple must pass between, and it's all in caps, between the pillars. Every extreme is dangerous. It is the point between all poles, polarities, that is safe to stand upon. You cannot enter the temple by the development of either the heart or mind alone, but only by the equal development of both. The serpent. This is the serpent crown of the ancient gods. It shows that the two paths or parts of the spirit fire have been united. This crown is the symbol of mastery, and the union takes place within the student when the life forces are lifted to the brain. Now, I have this little chart on the generative forces where we're going to get to that B and J thing, like that says on there, in the dark and the light, and the red and the blue. We're going to get to generative forces, just really briefly, because I don't have the energy to go all through it, but I can at least introduce you to it. I'm rhyming all the timing. Okay. So this was a portrait that was done of me by my, yeah, okay. That's better. This was a portrait that was done of me by my friend Giovanni Presenza. He's here in my town. And so I gave him a little bit, and he made this incredible drawing of me. But do you see here how the sun or this is actually the moon, sorry. The moon here and the sun. And then I have these two flames. This is exactly what I've told you. I always had these two sides. We all do. But now the flame has been united. Do you understand? This is the gateway. That's me passing through it. He didn't know any of this shit. Yeah. So this is this, and I colored it. I did all the coloring. So that's what this is. Here are the dung beetles rolling up the shit, going through the shit of life. But this is the gateway. Seek, and ye shall find the gateway, is the title of my book. And it just came to me like I channeled it from God. Yeah. Like, what should I call it, God? Seek, and ye shall find the gateway. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, and then, I've always been spiritually protected and kept by cats, but I'm pretty sure that's the goddess Bast. The cat goddess? She protects me. I also have Lioness Lady, Black Panther Lady, or Black Puma, I call her. I talk about them in my book because they come to me in my astral dreams and protect me sometimes. They can't come as human because I've had such a hard time with humans that I don't trust them. And so the Asuras are around a lot of the times, and they fight. I never get to see it, but I can read you stories because they've been trying to help me. But it's very difficult because I'm on both polarities, right? Like, I could go with the Asuras or I could go with the Devas. You see what I said this already. I said this already. I'm not messing with you with this. This isn't a joke. And it's not easy for me at all. I don't like that. See? This is my book. I'm not trying to sell it. I'll just read it to you. You can't get in anyway, even if you tried. And on the back, This is a story of a soul ascending through the stages of initiation, from dark to light. It's a collection of stories of lucid dreams, past life memories, and experiences from other dimensions of reality. This book contains keys on how you can ascend through the fourth dimension and into the fifth and beyond. This is a book intended to assist you in your initiation, and it's also a way for me to release the burden this has all been on my heart, mind, and soul. You have sought out this gateway. Seek, and ye shall find. May you walk on this path, and with the power of unconditional love. I wish you luck and send you my blessings. Travel well, fellow soul, and create yourself with great care. And then it says here, that's my picture, and I actually was inspired by Claudio to make this book. Because it's almost, I made it on Amazon, and I figured out how he made his books. I'll show you. Just one second. I don't want to make it too long, so I'm just going to run to the... I can just run. You don't need to pause. Go on. Okay. So I didn't really read the entirety of any of the other ones except this one. And that's not to be disrespectful. We'll clear that up another time. But okay, so when I got this is my favorite one. And because it led me to so much more, right? Okay, so in the back, I was like, I wonder where it came from. And look, it says it's manufactured in Bolton, Ontario. So I'm like, what the hell? And I realized that they print them there. And then I figured out about, what was it, Kindle books or something? I can't even remember it, and I published a book last year. Shit, hold on. I'll see if I can try to remember. Just a sec. Well, I paused and then I was going to open the search thing, but I don't want to screw up the video, because I feel like this is a good one. But anyway, and then after I figured that out, I went and I just got my book published through Amazon, like he did. At least I'm pretty sure. So, I'm actually, because look, this one too, they've got, see, manufactured in Bolton, Ontario. And this is, The Smoky God, or The Voyage to the Inner Earth. Okay? I haven't read it. I have this habit of buying books and not reading them, but I really like to have them in my collection. That comes from the dragon thing, I think. I just like, you know? It's like, but it's knowledge. I don't want gold, I want knowledge. You see what I'm saying? Really, the Philosopher's Stone is you, you know. You are the stone. And you turn and transmute all your inner, denser metals into gold. But you are the stone. I don't know why I did that. I could have just left them on the floor. Whatever. So yeah, and then I was inspired and I wrote my own book. You know what I just thought to myself, though? I don't know, I can read people sometimes, and I don't think Claudio's a bad guy. And he would probably already forgive me. Yeah, that's something. It's nice of him. I don't know about Elena. She'd probably still be a little bit of a snotty bitch. Yeah. I mean, what she did to Megan Rose is fucking awful. He's gay! Valnek's gay! You can't be talking to him! She did that because she's the creator of her own shit. She could have said anything. She could have said he turned into a fucking zebra. Yeah. That's why they tell you, like, no, Thorhan's not gonna come and visit you, or blah, 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 blah. Or if somebody was like, guaranteed, if somebody came out and was like, oh, I I got a visit from Helen Morris. Claudio would be like, fuck no you didn't. He might say it in Spanish and not that way, but probably that. Their language is cool as hell. When I first heard it, I was like, this is strange, because I knew it wasn't Spanish. It sounds like Italian and Spanish together. I didn't even know that existed. For real. I don't know everything. Thank God. Probably explode. Oh. Whoever wants to be God is nuts. Sorry, Lord. Not you. No, not me. God's got a good sense of humor, so don't worry about it. If he didn't, we'd definitely be dead. I could be just speaking for myself. But I really don't think so. Or feel. I, too, am a bit of an asshole. We all can be. What the hell is that? Oh, it's an herb. I'm gonna be fine. I hope. Like, as long as I don't have a heart attack keel over. Because, like, my body... when you lose weight rapidly, it's really hard on your body. Especially your heart. And with all the stress and all these... And I know, that's why I'm doing this. And as I'm doing it, I'm letting it go. Do you understand? Because then I don't ever have to explain it again. I could be like, listen, I'm too tired to talk about that shit. Why don't you visit my YouTube channel here and just hear it for yourself? You know what I mean? I'm too tired. Because I met that guy on October 13th of 2009. That's when this flame thing really ignited. It has to do with the Kundalini and everything. And it really has... It has a lot to do with your sexual energy. And I knew that my energy was really, really low. Because, never mind. But you can look into that. I don't need to go into that much personal detail, you know? Is that the proper time to say that? I don't think so. Listen, don't ever try to find me and like track me down and think, even if you think that I am your soulmate, okay? Things can get a little weird a little quick. Or if you're one of those psychos that thinks you can come and take me out or something, I guarantee you, sorry, but I will get you first. That is a mistake. And that's just going to be a really uncomfortable situation for me, because I've really tried not to disclose my location for my own personal privacy and safety. Like, I don't give a fuck if the people in the town know, but I just don't want, like, you know, I don't need any more problems, okay? Alright. Please be nice in the comments. Like, have some respect. Don't talk to me with that sexual talk. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about your D. I don't want to hear about none of it. Alright? Now, I was thinking about this when I was at the pizza shop. Yeah, I know I made the noise. I'm sorry. I was at the pizza shop, and I'm sitting there thinking, because you know what? 96% of my comments are amazing. And I really feel the energy. Even if people don't know what the is going on, they're very kind. And I can feel you. That you genuinely hope for me to get better. And you really want things to be okay and let me know that I'm not alone. That's the oneness in all of us. And there was, like 200,004 people? It's everybody, though. Everything. The animals, the trees, everything. Well, yeah, it's connected to the divine consciousness. Everything, or the collective consciousness. Life force. The Force. Where was I? Oh, lost it again. No, I said how don't come here. I'll get you first. Oh, I remember. I was in the pizza shop and I was sitting there thinking about my comments. 96% of them fantastic. But that other 4%, that's why I say things like, you need Jesus. I say that. Especially if you don't have anything else to say, I just tell them you need Jesus over and over. Because I needed Jesus for sure. I needed a teacher for sure. Mm-hmm. Jesus was very gentle. God whooped my ass, but Jesus was very gentle. Mm-hmm. No, I shouldn't say that. You know who else whooped my ass too? Kuan Yin. Don't let the goddess of compassion fool you. She rides on that dragon for a reason. Okay. I got my ass kicked a lot by all kinds of faces of the Lord. All kinds. Even on here sometimes, and it's good. I had this guy really intuitively read me the other day, and I was like, good for you. It's good to see that. And I'm okay with it. I'm not embarrassed. I don't care. I'm not trying to hide anything from you. I'm not pretending. There's nothing fake here, and I don't need or want anything from you. So, yeah, I could have taken your donations, but instead I went and I got a cash money loan of $100. I'll just pay it back in 2 installments. I'm going to give them $60 when I get paid, and then it has to be paid off by August 30th. So I figure if I just do 60 now and 60 later, that's 120, because they won't let you borrow anything less than 100. So I was like, okay, well, I guess 100. And because I couldn't do it, I try so hard, but after everything, it's sometimes extremely difficult. And I think that no matter how hard I try sometimes, if I don't have my medicine, I really hope that you understand, because I really hate it hate, like I said, I say that, but I don't actually feel that frequency and emotion. I don't have it in me. I've been through so much, it beat it out of me. I used to be real evil, like in my last life. And I don't want that to happen again. And maybe that's just how I view it, but I personally don't think that there needs to be this culling. I think that even if things were just halted, I believe that there are individuals that are advanced and awakened enough that we could coach the rest of humanity and help them. And you're right, sometimes, you know, um, sometimes it's going to be very difficult. Sometimes people don't change, but there will be those that will. I know there's some people that have been in my comments saying, I've never seen anything like this before, but I'm definitely listening to you and thank you very much. And it's going to affect them in some way, shape, or form. Something like all I had to hear once was Cliff High talk about initiation once. And he is connected to those really smart beings, the mantids. You know how I just know it. He's talked about them, I think, before, and yeah. Cliff High's got schizophrenia. Yeah, well, we've all got problems. He might see a random clown that isn't real sometimes, but hey, whatever. I don't know how that works, but could be lots of things. Just like me, where nobody's perfect. But Cliff High was the one who talked about how difficult it was, especially for souls like me. Yeah. And that's why I agreed with him, where, if you remember all your past lives, fuck, you'd be batshit nuts. I agree. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This life's hard enough, on the soul. That's why you're erased. You get a fresh start, a new chance, a blank canvas for a new creation. In this vessel, this is your canvas. Your whole life is your canvas, really. Let's not get too deep, though. Okay. So after I talk about that twin flame thing, I'm going to want to go. But before I do the next thing, I'm going to go smoke a bowl, but I'm going to pause because you don't need to see it. Like, it's marijuana. And that's what I was saying. Like, it makes me feel ashamed because I was all sweaty. My nervous system was all fucked. I was pretty upset and fired up this morning, but then I talked to this really nice fella, and he helped calm the fire. Almost burned me alive. That's the one thing about the twin flame thing, is it'll tell you, like, if your twin doesn't return, you could fucking die. Well, not really. I mean, you could, because it'll burn you alive. But it's controllable. I don't care if he comes back. Hope he never does. Fuck. Just another goddamn headache of his girlfriend calling my house. Oh, yeah. What a fucking scumbag. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get up and leave. Okay, so I posited exactly 5:55. Yeah, exactly on the dot. I can't tell you about the first part of this, but should I even go there? I made the noise. Should I? Yeah, because I've expressed my clear emotions of beef with both Elena and Claudio. Yeah, roast beef. That's what we were talking about. That's what we were joking about in my chat of the premiere yesterday. I got roast beef, okay? But, okay. I went to my kitchen. You don't need to hear the first part. I'll tell you about it in the future, I promise. Okay? I will. But, I was like, I'd really love to be friends with Elena. That fucking bitch. I get it. That they are teaching in a certain way. And if I didn't come across the material, I wouldn't have made it here. I get it, but why? Why, Claudio? Why, Elena? Why? Clearly we're not getting there quick enough. Because this is BS. Now, let me stay focused and say this. I'm so sick of these secret society Freemason motherfuckers. I'm sorry about my language. I don't care. I even curse when I'm in prayer with the Lord. It doesn't matter. I mean, it might be. He probably goes, I could probably be better. This is, never mind. I'm not going there. Not, it's not what you think. Like, it's not like, oh, God must be doing this and that. No. It has to do with the reason why I couldn't commit to being Muslim. That's why. Because I'd be a shameful, shitty one. That's why. And I'm not doing it. It's just embarrassing. I tried Ramadan and I gave it a go, and the Lord was like, you know what? This is really sweet, but what are you doing? Like, why are you trying to speak Arabic? You know damn well that I speak English, girl. Like, it wasn't authentically me. I love the hijab though. And not because it's like oppressive or whatever. They are so beautiful, and I feel so beautiful in it. I'm protected. No one's staring at me there. They're staring at me because I got a freaking veil on my head. You know what I mean? But they're not staring at me just for lustful reasons. I mean, maybe still they did, but whatever. But if you ask me if I'm a Christian, I'd say yeah. Ask me if I'm a Muslim, yeah. You Jewish? Sure. You Buddhist? All right. Whatever. Ah! Oh, I scared Marvin. Sorry, bud. That's right, because is it saying here, it's the only thing that truly matters is the worship of the Most High. It doesn't matter in which face or form it takes, but the worship of this divine consciousness. That's so cool. That's why I had that symbol in my hair in my photo shoot with the little The little hair clip that I had with the wings. Yeah, I did that on purpose. To show you about this book, so when you've seen it, you might remember that I had that in my hair, you know? Symbolism. And the snake represents the wisdom and all that, like, oh, there it is, the universal egg? No, that's not it, but something like that. But there is, like, an egg. Like I said, this was the coolest book I've ever read. And, like, seriously, going around being like, alien implant? That's your pineal gland, girl. What are you doing? That's what I was saying. I am so sick of that. Like, enough. Enough already. These people deserve more. Even though I totally know I have experienced the worst, shittiest parts of humanity. I even seen a dead body on the road last September from drug overdose, and his friend was trying to wake him up. He was dead. Oh, it is not good. And like I be calling for divine intervention. Whew. Woo. But I don't know where that is in here, but I'm pretty dang sure that it's here where it says, you know, it doesn't matter in which face it comes or whatever. It and it talks about the it's cryptic a little bit, but it is, if you have done even the littlest bit, it is just, Moses was initiated in the Great Pyramid, and some also say that Jesus was instructed there also. Let me tell you, I know that might turn people right off, but there's a reason why they tried, like these Freemasons try to keep this stuff, and even the most Freemasons in the chapters don't even know. They're do with their little badges and their little boy meetings, you know what I mean? They have no fucking idea. They don't even go into the libraries. They don't bother. They're it's all about the show. It's like a theater show for money and stuff like that too, you know? Just to like, oh, I'm a charitable organization and I do this and we do that and we do this. It's ridiculous. I mean, they might, but I'm so sick of you though. And I know they are everywhere and they own everything. Facebook, YouTube, this, that. But enough. For God's sake. Forced evolution? And I understand it's purpose, like, thank you, I'm grateful. Because now I've become this. But what the hell? It is so hot outside. We had a major X class, I believe, solar flare the other day. Like the biggest one of our solar cycle. As if I didn't know, because I am always affected by the sun. Always. If you're wondering why the curtains aren't open, I did not make this part. I didn't make up this, so if you're going to laugh, I didn't make it up. It is hot as the devil's asshole outside. What did that girl say? I'll put her a video, because I was in that kind of mood this morning. And it was hot, and it was muggy, and I was praying for rain. And I was just soaked. Like, I was wearing my pink Sailor Moon t-shirt. I was soaked. It was so humid. And it was disgusting out. Like, you just moved and you're soaked. I had to take off my bra, change, like, my sports bra. It was drenched. It was disgusting. So, and I'm not even in a bad mood. If you were to feel my heartbeat, it's steady as she goes. I'm passionate, not that angry. I was going to destroy the world this morning, though. But I changed my mind after I smoked a joint. And then I came right away to talk with you so that we wouldn't lose the authenticity or I wouldn't lose my balls. I don't actually have balls. Don't even go there. No one's asked me that yet, but it's happened in the past. You know? Especially when on BitChute. No, I was born an actual, no offense, actual, real, born female. I've got a uterus and a vagina. Okay? No balls. Good, now that we have that over with, we're going to talk about these generative... Speaking of balls, now we're going to talk about generative forces. I was going to do the chart over again, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. What I just did, I will do that out in public, and if a guy from India sees me do that, he chuckles. Yeah. Or I'll forget it's like that, and I'll see them looking, and he smiles and laughs, and I'm like, oh shit. And because my hair's like this, or I'll have it like this, and forget. Let's just keep it that way. So, we have generative forces here. And I mean, I've had this here, I even moved with it like this. And so it just, I mean, it's survived. Oh, okay, I have to write in one. This is push. Push has been erased. Okay. Yeah, because pull, definitely forced evolution, drag your ass through it. Yeah, pull, red, okay. I'm not 100%, but let's give it a go. So generative forces, generating energies. I learned a lot in that book, Astral Travel, or Naked Soul, Astral Travel, Cosmic Relationships, about how Elena and Claudio are generating energies through these relationships with Thorhan and Helen Morris. It has to do with, you know, generating energy. You're gonna have to, I can't do it all for us. We could read it in the Naked Soul book, but this is gonna be a hell of a long video. Okay, generative forces. Now, when I was doing this, I remembered, like, or I heard in my head or whatever, the saying, what happens when a immovable object meets an unstoppable force? And then it reminds me of when the sperm, I'm seeing the sperm hitting the egg. Life. Anyway, enough of that. So, yeah, generative forces. So, most of us know this as red and blue, like the red pill or the blue pill, really. It kind of is the same. But doesn't the blue one keep you asleep, but you are doing a lot of your spirit travel in your sleep? See what I'm saying? Okay. So, but let's just not do the pill thing, because that might screw us up. It screwed me up a little. So, red being fire, blue being ice. This is the most positive of energy, fire. And I can't explain it 100% correctly, but ice is the most negative form of water. See what I'm saying? So it would be the furthest end. And this was the furthest end of the positive, the flame. Okay? Now, so we have the sun and we have the moon. We have positive and we have negative. We have push and we have pull. Like I was saying, they're pulling us right by our asses through the mud. Or our hair, whichever you prefer. We have the masculine. We have the feminine. And then that B and J thing that we saw in the Initiates of the Flame book. It's getting too long, so we're not going to look at it again. Okay. Well, I saw it and then I lost it. So it would have been faster than last time. Oh, 35, right? Not 35. Wait a minute. Listen to this, though. The Holy Grail. Right here. See in this cup your own body, within which is the lifeblood of the Sun Spirit of the universe. Each day that we live, we perpetuate the Last Supper. And in all that we do we drink again the blood of Christ, the life power of the cosmos. In Sailor Moon, when she uses that Holy Grail, she takes it and pours it onto herself. maybe I can do that. Maybe I can add that at the end of this. This would be so cool for you to see Sailor Moon use that Holy Grail, and that is the crisis cup, because we are in a crisis of love. Woo, girl! Thank you, Nayaku Takeuchi. You are incredible. I don't even know if she knew or not. I think it comes from God. Creations like that, you know? Wow. Wasn't that cool? What the hell was I looking for? Oh, the pillars. Oh, 25, not 35. So here it is. See? The B and the J thing? Dark and light? I got it right? Yeah. Okay. So then we have dark, and we have light. Oops, light. And we've got body, red, body, blue, spirit. That's why Elena's blue lights, blue, spirit. Spirit, red lights bad, body, bad. Physical life, physical temptations, body bad. Spirit good, blue good, red bad. Physical, outside. Non-physical, inside. The heart and the mind. The left and the right. Black and the white. And like I said this, I think I said this before. Jesus said the heart is wicked because it leads to desire, and desire leads to suffering. Okay? I think. But that is a thing. And like I put the pillars here, and then balance, like I said. You have to go between them. Between. You can't do, the heart is here and the mind alone. But both. Ooh, that kind of looks like the Kundalini thing. Wait, what goes right there? Oh, I think it's the pineal gland or something? Anyway, yeah. Okay, so then there's the Vesica Pisces, which also has to do with creation and like cellular splitting, the splitting of cells of life, okay? Then we have the infinity thing, where I said about our dark and light cycle. So we go up, we go down, we go back to source. We go up, we go down, we go back to source. You see? Okay. And then the twin flame thing, oh, one of these should be colored black. Which one? Ah, this one. So the twin flame thing is how all of this happens. It activates your Kundalini, okay? Your fire. And now I'm exhausted. Absolutely exhausted. Like I can't go anymore. Oh yeah, I have to leave and I have to tell you what he did. And I had to deal with this, you know, like it's a lot. Okay, so I was having this panic attack. And like the man told me, Lacey, I don't love you. Okay? Okay. I get it. Not then. He told me what? In 2017, but then he continued to mess with me for a little bit. Or no, 2014, and then it was till 2017. Then he told me, Lacey, I do not love you. Was it in 2014? That's when we saw each other. We made peace. Yeah, fucking right. He continued to ask me for pictures of my vagina and tell me that he was at home all the time. It just was so fucking bad. But I'm going to tell you, and I'm letting it go. Because I'm for real. I don't care what y'all think. I don't even care what you think of me talking like that. The OG is G-O-D, okay? Yep. Ooh. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes you need to get your ass kicked. Teach a lesson. I mean, I don't want to, like, promote violence about it, but you get what I mean? Spiritually butt whooped. But he really did a number on me, this man. Because I thought it was true love. I thought he felt the same. I really did. And that feels crazy to me now. Like I must have been out of my mind. But I was crazy in love. I had a doctor tell me, no, honey, you're not crazy. Well, he didn't call me honey, but no, you're not crazy, but you are in love. And then I got really, really angry. And I asked him who gave him his doctor degree because he should give it back. I apologized, but still I said it. Well, I was having this panic attack really bad because he took me on this date. He went with his friend. I also had to bring my friend with me. We had to go on a double date or whatever because he was too much of a pussy to take me out on an actual date. Then, when I sat beside him, I was trying to talk to him. He dismissed me like, okay, go dance, okay? This guy, like, it's kind of why I have beef with French people too, and I really try not to hold it against anybody, but it was such a bad experience that it just left a dirty, bad taste in my mouth and in my heart, so I kid you not. And I know I shouldn't hold it against everybody, that's not right. It's just something that was subconsciously in me, you know what I mean? So, after he brings me home, he leaves, he doesn't even kiss me on the cheek. We've already had sex, okay? And like he's giving me all this, it was a total mind F, okay? And a soul and a heart F. It was the worst I've ever been treated. It affected me worse. Like, I didn't even know I had CPTSD till I met him. Woo! My heart's not even pounding fast. And anybody, I will prove it somehow. I'll keep a heart monitor onto me some of these times. I'll get one where you can see it in the background. It won't be changing. I can feel it, you know? I'm not that mad. I mean, I feel like fired up, like, what is that, righteous or something? Like, but not in an arrogant way, like, ooh, crack down that hammer, Lord. Some of these people need it. They need Jesus. I definitely do too. I know. Okay? That wasn't a fucking hand symbol. Ugh. This still makes me feel a little bit of kind of some way. It really does. It is just hot as hell. That's why the curtains aren't open. Open the windows! It is hot as hell. Is the sun shining back in over there? If I open the curtains, it's going to get hotter. Use your sense. Sorry. I don't have bipolar either. Just making sure. You gotta cover the basis. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, this is the worst thing that's ever happened. I can't even believe that I was so blind to it, and that because I was so used to being treated like shit, I couldn't see it. This guy definitely, like, okay, I didn't experience, I swear upon my soul, I didn't experience any kind of sexual abuse, okay? But this guy is so much like my dad. Even a pathological liar. Like, just compulsive lying. It's unbelievable. But I'm not like that. I don't know if you can tell or not, but there is nothing more I can do. You know, somebody called me a race traitor. Everything you presented this way, oh, it was just a lie. What, it's just a lie? Do you want me to be that depressed and lonely for soul connections every motherfucking day? I told you it happens sometimes and overwhelms me. I wasn't fucking kidding. It's not like I was pretending. That wasn't any kind of pretend. That was a fucking miracle, because I've never done anything like that before, and look at the result. I couldn't hold it in anymore. I'm not friggin' kidding. God, that's irritating. I need Jesus. I need Jesus. People always need a teacher. For the most part. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I'm having this panic attack. Because he's left. He's like, and just leaves. I'm like, what the fuck? How could I feel like this? And then we had this beautiful connection. Like, he knows it. He's just a coward. Coward who knew nothing about unconditional love because he wasn't shown it either. In different kind of ways, you know? I'm not joking. He wasn't my first love. Like that guy who made that video about me. You need Jesus. I need pizza. Because I've already got Jesus. I thought I'd found my true love. My tuxedo mask. You know what I'm saying? I love Sailor Moon, clearly. It's been a huge influence on me ever since I was like 9 or 10 years old. It came out in Canada. And that has nothing to do with the Illuminati. Illuminati! You're Illuma stupid. No, I'm sorry, that's not nice. I'm joking, sort of. So yeah, he leaves. And I'm like, how could I feel this way? And then he just acts like he doesn't even know me. Like, I know. I lived in the ghetto. He thought I wasn't good enough. All this shit. It was awful. He's not a nice person. Snob. So guys, like, for real, I was screaming and crying. Like, boogers down my face. Eyes swollen. Like, I'm telling you. And you know what? He was standing on the front porch with his friend, listening to me cry and scream. He would read my love letters just to absorb my energy. Ooh, she is obsessed with me. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I'm not fucking with you. And I don't care. I don't care. For years, I begged him to say something real, to actually make peace with me. That bullshit he pulled in 2014. What a loser. And that's another thing. We'd have to see what I'd do if I had my powers. I kid you not. I don't mean to sound like a fucking psycho. But I kid you not. Because the Asuras definitely told me he's definitely. Good. Because I'll bring them right to your fucking door. Yeah, I will. God help you, I will. And this is why. I wasn't in my right state of mind. Like, when that happens to me, sometimes I'll go really childlike. Like, it's not fucking funny, and it's not fun, and I have to do it all by myself, and I've been alone since I was 7 fucking teen, okay? I'm real sorry, I swear. He calls me on the phone, doesn't even have the balls to come in and get me. Calls me on the phone. Oh, come out to my car. Okay, so go to the car. He takes me with him and his friend. We went to Burger King. He bought French fries and shared them with me. And then we went to his friend's house. But his friend gets out of the car. He waited the moment we were out of the car. He ripped my fucking clothes off and took me in the parking lot for everybody to see. Yeah. Yeah. that nice? But here, at first, I was like, oh, it was our passionate lovemaking, and we're in love, and we're destined soulmates. He violated me and humiliated me in front of everybody. His friend had to come and get him off me. Get in the house, he's saying. When we were in the fucking house, he took me into the backyard. His friend was standing right there. I went to turn my head to talk to him. He shoved his penis in my mouth. Yeah. Out of everything, this makes me look like a fucking idiot. But I was what? I was 23. He was younger than I was, maybe by, I think he's 87 and I'm 85. I think, okay? But yeah. He is a fucking monster. And he has never truly apologized for what he did. And he continued to do it afterwards. And then he ran off with another woman because he's a pussy little bitch. She's calling my house. Is he there? Is he there? Have to hang up on her too. I am so glad that shit is done. So please, please, stop making it like I'm all hung up on that. Stop making assumptions about me, because all you do is piss me off. And when I get like this, I'm going to have to come and tell you. Don't you be coming up in here talking to me about your dick, because I don't want to fucking hear it. I knew I was going to cycle back. There are some really kind gentlemen in the comments, and I'm sorry that I don't reply to your offers of companionship and friendship even when you're complimenting me and telling me that I'm beautiful. I know you're not trying to be a pervert. I would even be this way with Claudio and Elena. Do you understand this? I am uncomfortable around men a lot. I'm not afraid of you. I will knock you on your ass. And I don't hate you. But I've had it really, really bad. Both my father, my stepfather, every male influence ever in my life has been an asshole. Okay? So, please stop coming at me with feminism bullshit, or that I've hit the wall, or that, oh my god, this disgusting man even suggested that I was tempting my stepfather, so that's why my mother beat me. Gross. I left it up. He calls himself Prince whatever so-and-so. I just told him he is disgusting and he needs Jesus because he is sick. Okay? That is sick. Truly disturbingly sick. That turned my guts. I would dust those motherfuckers. There's no way I would ever touch him, and I would have never, ever let them touch me like that. Ever. And I was only 9 years old, so if I had to do what I had to do, I was a child. Amen. Okay? I don't mean to sound like a psycho. I would never hurt anybody. Not for real. If I had superpowers, maybe, and then what the fuck are the cops going to do about it anyway? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? If I can self-heal and shoot lightning and fire and fucking all kinds of shit like goddamn Avatar: The Last Airbender, what are you going to do? For real. So, it's only going to happen if that happens. Then it might be on. Good God. Not everybody has to worry. No. If I was a Freemason in a secret society and shit like that, and maybe. Because we're going to have a chat. I'll give everybody a chance to speak before I dust them. I think that's only fair. You know? I'm partly fucking with you, but mostly serious. Yeah. So, with that, how much of my pizza did I eat? Oh, I ate half of it. Want to see? Ta-da! Ooh. They make it in a fire oven. It's the best pizza you can get. He made it right there in front of me, rolling out the dough and everything. It was awesome. It's absolutely delicious. So, and that's in the oven. You got to go to the pizza shop where they have like the brick oven and the fire. They use those long sticks. That's the traditional way. They have like this cool homemade oven that they made. The wood and everything. It's hot as heck in there though. That lady was standing right over the air conditioner. And I was like, I don't blame you, ma'am. I wish I could join her, but I didn't say that. Wow. It's almost the length of a movie. Thanks for enjoying the Lacey show. Nah, that didn't work, but you know, it was okay. Hey, there's Marvin, just having a hell of a sleep. It's too funny because you know what he does now? He steals my socks and runs around with a sock, and it's pretty funny. Him and Salem are starting to wrestle, but it scares me because he kind of meows really loudly, almost like a, you know, like a really, and it scares me because I think he's hurt, but he's just a crybaby. And so it's really awesome. So Marvin's doing good, and clearly, you know, well, it's not always how I'm doing. I'm alright though, and I'm gonna be fine. I feel a lot better. I'm really sorry that I freaked out this morning, and I hope that I can get this out before I lose a shit ton of subscribers and lose the ears to hear and the eyes to see, because then I fucked the purpose that I was supposed to do. Well, I guess it wasn't so bad. At least I didn't come online and be like, I'm going to destroy you all. That would have been way worse. Oh shit, I just realized something. You see you see here on the arm, there's a snake going up and a snake going down too, eh? Like 7 going up and 7 going down. That has to do with the dimensions. And then also it says that in the Vedic stuff too, about these different levels. You know, that's why it's like, you ever hear in Game of Thrones when they're like, 7 hells? Well, because there is. 7 heavens and 7 hells, apparently. I don't know. Anyway, I am not an expert at everything, but there you go, because I'm tired, man. And this is almost an hour and a half. Like the length of a movie. But you know what? Never mind. I'm exhausted. I'll see you later. Thank you very much for listening to me. Yeah, I've covered everything else. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody who's been returning to my videos. I am doing my best to remember all of you and be grateful 100%. You know, I really am. Because it's actually given me a lot to do and taken a lot of the stress off of me. Like, you know, like, because I was sitting around feeling like, you know, I was supposed to help save the world and I wasn't. And then I knew that, oh my gosh. All right, take care, everybody. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. And if you have been praying for me, thank you. I appreciate it. And it does help, you know, for the protection of me and my animals. Because I just want to make it clear that I am in no way, shape, or form thinking about unaliving myself. So if that does happen, then you know something's up, because I would never, ever, 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 ever abandon Marvin and Salem. I mixed up their names together. Yep, it's okay. I called Salem Bagheera this morning, and Bagheera passed away in 2019. So, whoops. She's getting old. Well, yeah, I'm ancient. I'm old as fuck. So, like, when people call me old, I'm like, you don't even know. I'm not old. Well, anyway. I don't know where Salem is, but yeah, I gotta go. Okay, thank you very much. And God bless you. No matter which, you know, no matter which face of the Most High that you use for your perspective. in your divine consciousness ascension journey. Take care, fellow souls. I'll talk to you again soon. If the world doesn't blow up, I'll talk to you again, maybe tomorrow. Bye.